Welcome back, y'all. It is Wednesday again. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Worship Wednesday. I do not take it lightly. I do not take it for granted. I am so thankful that you continue to come back and be a part of this journey with me while God moves in my life and I express through a profession of dance. Um, I kind of feel like I made the announcement that I was gonna continue Worship Wednesday through the rest of the year, and then I also said out my mouth what if God stops talking to me, or what if I stop running out of things to talk about? And I kind of feel like life was like, I got you, sis, because I'm tired, and I mean, I'm thankful for the content, and I'm thankful for the lessons and what God is doing, but your girl is tired. So tired. But nevertheless, I'm not here to discuss my sleep patterns. I just needed to say that out loud. Um, for those of you who don't know, I love the beach. I love the beach. Um, and I don't really like necessarily getting in the ocean per se, but it's something about my feet in the sand when it's about somewhere between ankle to under the knee length's worth of water. That is so surreal for me. It's so calming and soothing and peaceful and comforting, and I don't know, I just really like it. And the cheese fries, but mostly putting my feet in the water. So I have wanted for the longest to do a Worship Wednesday on the beach. I just felt like I meet God there, or I feel like I meet God there all by itself. I felt like doing a Worship Wednesday episode out there would be even more meaningful to me. And I just hadn't really gotten around to it. I mean, I started in the fall, so it got cold, and now it's starting to get warmer. And also, I can't do it when it's too hot, so I'm happy to say I made it to the beach and also danced at sunrise, which made it that much more beautiful, and not just scenery wise, but spiritually. It was just wasn't that many people around. I really felt like it was just me and God in a place where I knew I would find him. I knew where I would hear from him because I've done it before. And so it was just so good for me, especially because I really needed a break. I really needed to take a step away, and it just felt good. It felt right. And so I'm so grateful for that. I don't know if y'all know this, but dancing on the sand is hard. Who needs leg day when you can dance in the sand? So I will say this. You watch this dance. Do I stumble? Probably. I also did two on the beach. So one of them, did somebody walk by with their speaker playing and I kept dancing? Yes, because I wasn't doing it again. At some point, did a garbage truck pull up down the shore to pick up garbage, and so you can hear the beeping? Yes. Yes, it did. Did I stop? No. No, I did not. Because I think my legs would have not forgiven me for quite some time if I had to cut it off and decided not to continue and then start over. So now I understand why people run. Actually, I don't understand why people run on the beach because that's crazy. But I understand the appeal. I understand the benefits of it because who needs leg day when you can do stuff at the beach? Anyway, let's get into the real reason why we're here. So I did some reflecting about the first time that I really felt like God spoke to me on a beach, or the first time I really encountered God's peace and his presence on a shoreline. And it was at an event that was hosted for a weekend in Florida some years ago. And I was doing some reflecting on what was going on in my life then, where some of those players and some of those pieces are now because of how many years it's been. And just reflecting on also what's going on in my life now, if there's any comparisons or parallels or cycles or continuations. Like, I just was doing a lot of thinking. And so this is how I came up with the 2 songs that I chose. So I think the first one I'm gonna do is Here Again. And this song is by Anthony Evans. And he's saying, can you meet me here again? Because I knew I could confidently cry out to God and ask him to do something that he has done before. I had the reassurance of our track record, of what our relationship has been, of what he's done for me in the past, to stand on, to believe that he would meet me again. Because right now, I feel like, being honest, I'm trying to be transparent here, at least as much as I can, because I send this out into the world and Lord knows where it goes. There's some stuff going on right now that has me overwhelmed. There's some stuff going on right now that has me confused. There's some stuff going on right now that, quite honestly, has me frustrated. And I kind of teeter-totter back and forth about feeling guilty about feeling those feelings, because, like, I kind of feel like God got you out of such a tough season and he got you out of such a hard place. Like, don't be ungrateful. And it's not like I'm sitting there looking at God like, this is it. But, like, sometimes things will happen. I'll be like, Lord, there's no way you moved me out of this season into this one for this. Or there's no way you told me to do this and this is my reality. There's no way that I prayed on it and this is what I heard you say and then this is what's happening. Like, I'm perplexed. I was about to say perplexed and confused together. I'm perplexed. I'm confused. And there are things that I want to see happen, that I'm believing him for, and having to deal with certain things on the journey to get them. I've been frustrated. And then sometimes I feel like I almost feel like I can hear my spirit say, keep going. I can hear my spirit say, stay the course. I can hear him tell me, like, it's coming, or a little while longer, or just keep pressing, or like, do you trust me? Like, I feel those almost echoes of reassurance, but then I second guess myself, and I'm like, did I really hear that? Is that just me being wishful or me being hopeful? Like, is that really what the Lord is saying, or is that me just wanting to hear what I want to hear? And so then, like, I talk myself out of believing, or I talk myself out of being committed, or to being faithful. And so when I stepped on the beach, first of all, I went to the beach the day before to kind of like scope it out, to like see if I could, where I could, if it was busy, like things like that. And then went back the next morning. So like when I'm on the beach the day before, first of all, I was like, thank you, God. Like, I don't know what it is about being in this space and being in this situation, but I know that there's a level of peace that I feel here, and I'm thankful for that. And then when I finally went to dance, I just was like, all right, I've seen what has happened over these years, good, bad, indifferent, everything in between. But I believe that you met me on that beach in Florida in 16, 17, I don't remember at this point. And I've seen you at work, and really being able to take a step back and think about how things have grown and changed from that point to now. And even in the bad things or the challenges and obstacles, like, God, I need you to meet me here again. I need you to meet me where I am again. I need to be with you again. And not that, like, I done ran off the bandwagon and I'm out here wilding and I'm not here. Like, I'm still trying to stay as faithful and committed as I can. Like, I'm really trying. But there's a different level of encounter that I felt on that beach and that I was hoping to feel when I went there to dance. And so this dance is for hope. This dance is for perseverance. This dance is for worship and awe at who God is and how I can feel Him even when I can't see Him. Because right now, I feel Him, but I can't really see Him. And that's okay. And I'm not just saying that because, like, that's the right thing to say. I'm saying that because I'm not so down and out that I don't have hope. I am intentionally trying not to be so disappointed and discouraged that I fear the ability to be hopeful, and I pray that you can do the same. So here's to every season, every situation, every circumstance that I have encountered God in leading up to this point. And the ability to use that to know that He will do it again. That He will meet me here again. That even though there's something special about the beach, that I don't have to wait till the next time I'm at a beach to encounter Him again. This is my prayer, that Him meeting me here again is every morning, is every moment, is every time I decide that I need a little more of Him, a little closer walk, a little more intimacy, another opportunity to experience Him. I'm praying that whoever comes across this video, whoever sees this, is not just encouraged to stay the course, not only understands that they're not alone in trusting and believing and waiting, but that He starts to really change your mindset and impact your way of thinking, to use your past experiences and your track record to see His handiwork in your life. Because He's there. And He wants to show you that He can be there again. Because He is. And I'm grateful. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This has been your weekly episode of Worship Wednesday. As always, I pray that anything that I said or some movement that you saw gives you something to talk about with God today. As always, I pray that it even gives you something to share with somebody else so that they can see the reason why you believe. And if you are someone that is seeing this and is questioning, that you find a safe place to point your questions and to get real, biblically sound, true answers. Thank you so much for tuning in, and God willing, I will see you next week. Thanks.
Can't go back to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring. But